Dylan Harper is one of the most exciting recruits in all of college basketball. He has excellent passing vision and he is a pure bucket. And I know every college coach on the planet wants a guy like Dylan Harper on their team, and that's why studying his film can be so beneficial. Like here, Dylan comes off a ball screen attacking, and the help defender sagging off just a little bit, he has enough space to pull off this floater. The reason it's so good to have a floater, especially for point guards, is because you do not have to be tall to do it, and it doesn't really matter how tall the defender is. Even Wembanyama can't block a floater with enough arc on it. On this play, Harper hangs the ball in his left hand for just a second to get a step on his defender, so when he gets to the rim he can go into contact to get the bucket. This hang dribble that nearly every shifty basketball player ever has used works mostly because of his speed and shiftiness. So if you are shifty, you need to start doing this, and probably need to do it more if you already do. Here, he doesn't let the defense get fully set before he attacks. This makes the defender overreact and sprint to the spot. In doing this, he crossed his feet and flipped his hips. If you make a defender do only one of these things, you have an advantage. If your defender does both of these things, you are one move away from a wide open shot. So Dylan sees this and does a behind the back deceleration move and makes the open midi. Dylan also takes pride in his defensive abilities. He sees the opposing ball handler pick up his dribble, and this is the best time to try to cut off the pass between your man and whoever has the ball, because most of the time they have to pass the ball. So he knows this and gets in the passing lane for the steal, turning defense into offense. When he has numbers, he automatically attacks with either driving or a quick forward pass. And that's a theme with Dylan Harper. He is a very aggressive player. He's good at getting his advantages, and he's great at using them to score or facilitate for his team. A lot of youth players are scared to attack. Some people think you'll be called a ball hog if you are too aggressive, but being aggressive is about more than just scoring. It creates opportunities for everybody, and it's how basketball was meant to be played. On this play, Dylan does a step back while keeping his dribble to burst out and try to get to the rim. He sees the help defender step in, so he uses a high pickup to keep the ball away from the defender, then makes a tough shot under pressure. Here he gets a ball screen and maneuvers his way around the defense into a slightly fading mid-range shot. This shot is vital to have for all guards, as the slight fade can turn a contested shot into an open one in many cases. It also adds a level of unpredictability to your game. On this play, Dylan will get a ball screen forcing a switch. This is good because when the big man switches onto you, there is a good chance they are slower than you and not a great perimeter defender. This isn't always the case, but this is a good thing to keep in mind. So when he sees that he got the switch, he doesn't hesitate for a second to attack him and get by him for the dunk. This will work especially well in lower levels of basketball, because in high school a lot of big men are playing just because they're tall and are not as well rounded as guards. And there are just a lot more weak links in general. Here Dylan crosses over to his left hand, then attacks the hip of his defender. This is important because you don't want to have to run all the way around the defender, because they will easily cut you off. If you quickly attack their hip, they can't cut you off in time. Then he gets to the paint and Euro steps around the big man for the opposite side layup. Being able to finish on both sides of the rim is very important for tricky situations like these, and a lot of players don't train for these types of situations in games. Here he blows by his defender and does a hop step into the middle of the floor. Then he takes his open layup. Doing this on the middle of the floor instead of the side opens up a lot more for your team because more help defenders can be drawn and the angle of the rim is a lot better. Thank you for watching. If you want to learn more, you should watch my breakdown of the best passer in college basketball, Braden Smith, and subscribe.